Welcome back to the channel, YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about Mayhem 10 and how you get straight to it. Slippery when wet. I finally did it, guys. I finally got the platinum trophy for this game. Welcome back to the channel, YouTube. Winks here. Today we're going to be discussing Borderlands 3 and the Mayhem mode and how you get straight to Mayhem mode 10 and skip all the other Mayhem levels. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. That way you never miss out on anything that I drop. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, so we're talking about how to get straight to Mayhem mode 10. So first, Mayhem mode does not open until after you've completed the main story. So if you haven't completed the main story yet, you're not going to be able to do this quite yet, but this is something for you to look forward to at the end of the game if you're new to the game and playing this for the first time. Once you have reached the gotten to the end of the story and you've completed that and you do unlock Mayhem mode, you can look for that two ways. One, you can access the interface here and it'll be one of the ribbons up at the top where you can turn it on and off, and then in that you have 11 different modes. You have one all the way to mode 11. Now I will say it's really not beneficial to play it on Mayhem mode 11 because if you look at the stats box over there to the right, it only has 100% extra XP and then 100% iridium and then 1250 for the drop rate, I think is what that is. But if you go back to Mayhem mode 10, then that's double, 200, 200, and then 2500. So it makes more sense to play it on Mayhem mode 10 and just stop on Mayhem mode 10. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do it on Mayhem mode 11. Because I believe that the stuff that drops on Mayhem mode 11 is the same Mayhem mode 10 gear anyway. I honestly don't even know why Mayhem mode 11 is even a part of this game if it doesn't reward you for your efforts. But nonetheless, that's what you're going to see when you look at this interface here. Another place when you're on Sanctuary that you can find it is down the hallway where Maurice is. You just run down here, go up those steps right there, and then once you get up to the top of the steps over here, you're just gonna bust a right, and then there he is right here. You go over here to this little podium here, and it says Open Mayhem menu, and you get the same exact menu that you had before. Really, for making things easier, it doesn't make a lot of sense to run up here and turn it on because you can just hit the middle button on your controller and do it from there. But nonetheless, that's another place that you can find it, and I'm showing it to you. So the way that it works with Mayhem mode is basically a difficulty setting that you can put it on, and the higher the difficulty, the better the gear that drops. Similar to any one of you that have ever played Diablo 3 and you go into like the torrent levels, the higher the torrent level, the better the gear, the more you get for experience, so on and so forth. Pretty much the same as any other game. The higher the difficulty, the better the gear. Just remember that. So, but there's a shortcut to doing this, right? I guess the way the developers originally intended this was for you to grind all the way through all 10 Mayhem modes, and we're not going to do that. We're just going to shortcut right to 10. And the way that you do that is once you reach that, you just come here to Sanctuary, open up your menu, you adjust it, you turn it on, turn it to Mayhem mode 10, and then you just hit apply. Now, if you're out in any other world like Pandora or something like that, it's going to take you back to a load screen and you're going to load at your last checkpoint. However, when you come to Sanctuary, you don't have to worry about that. It just adjusts automatically. And now you can see it at the bottom of my screen underneath my experience bar. There's a little red skull with a 10 next to it. We are now in Mayhem mode 10. Now, assuming if you're just doing this, I've already done it, but if you're just doing this and you're trying to get some good gear from Mayhem mode 10, you're going to want to do this at Sanctuary and then run down here to Moxie's And then inside Moxie's, she's got this tip jar. And you are going to tip her $1,000
Hi.
until you get an email.
Mighty kind of you, sugar.
And we're just gonna tip.
You sure know how to make a girl feel special.
Got an email. She didn't give it to us that time. She gave us a different gun. She'll give you one of two different types of guns, but you can keep doing this and she'll keep sending it to you. So you want to keep doing this until you get a gun called the Crit.
Appreciate a big tip.
Got another email, so I'm gonna check it again. Didn't give it to me that time either, so we're gonna keep doing it. And it may take you a minute to get it, but if you've got the money and you're in the end game, it's well worth it. Okay, so the third time she gave it to me. So what you're looking for is this gun right, bear with me, right here, the Terminal Crit. Now when you look at that, you'll see that it says slippery when wet, but it's on Mayhem level 10. The reason it says slippery when wet, when you shoot this gun has a tendency to basically drop out of your hands. But this is an easy way to get a Mayhem level 10 gun without having to go and fight ridiculously hard enemies with the guns that you already have from a normal campaign playthrough. The next part where you want to go next is you want to go back to Pandora. And on Pandora there is another red crate. And on Mayhem mode, I believe it's going to be Covenant Pass. Or it might be the Droughts. I'm trying to remember which one it is. Let me just look at the map real quick. It's whichever one that Ellie's Garage is on. And I believe it is the Droughts. So we're going to go to the Droughts. Now once we get here to the Droughts, there are two places we're going to go. The first place we're going to go is right over here where this claptrap is. When you first start playing the game, there is a hidden cache down here with a red crate right here. And what you're going to want to do now that it's on Mayhem 10 is come over here and open this up. And now here, there's a legendary. And you're just going to want to grab that. There is another red chest on top of Ellie's Garage that you can check here too. That will also give you, if it has a gun, it will give you a Mayhem level 10 gun. And the way you get up there is you run over here. Alright, so after about 5,000 attempts at doing this, you know, you just go and grab that ledge right there and try to jump over to this rail and then walk your way down to the rooftop, and then you get on top of Ellie's Garage. Once you get up here, there is a chest right here. And now that we're on Mayhem mode 10, hopefully there's a gun in here. And there is. And as you can see, there are 4 of them. An epic, an epic, an epic, and an epic. Not bad choices if these are your first Mayhem 10 guns. Now, once you've gotten these guns, you can go back to Sanctuary or any other red chest location that you know of. The concept's going to be the same. Just go find the chest, have it on Mayhem 10, and open it up and get the guns out of it. Once you're back at Sanctuary, another way that you can get Mayhem Mode 10 guns at Sanctuary, if you have them, are golden keys. You can just use a golden key, or you can do like what I'm about to do, and you can have Mayhem Mode 10 turned on and use a diamond key. If you don't know how to get a diamond key, you get them from leveling up your vault card and then claiming those rewards on your vault card. That can be found here. And if you've watched, which actually I've got some chests, let's see if I get one. I did not, but that would be a way to get them. Now if you need to know how to level up your vault card, just watch the video that I did last time for iridium farming. That is a good method for leveling your vault card. But I'm gonna go down here real quick. I'm gonna use this diamond key that I've gotten. Now I'm only gonna have about 5 minutes to pick 3 different items off these walls, so there's a time limit. But it's on Mayhem mode 10, so the guns will all be Mayhem mode 10 as well. I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna go with this gun. I'm gonna get this ringer. And then once you get the 3 off the wall, the 4th one will come right here in the middle. Shocking 9-bolt. Also Mayhem 10. And just like that, we've got more Mayhem 10 level weapons. Now once you've gotten that crit and a few other good Mayhem mode 10 guns, it may be 1 or 2. Really the one you want to focus on is the crit and maybe 1 or 2 other ones. You're gonna go to the Handsome Jackpot DLC if you have it, and then we're gonna go to the compactor. All right, now once you get here to the compactor and Trash Lantis, we are going to go farm the claptrap nest, and we're gonna get this nest going. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get our hands on a corrosion weapon, because that's gonna help you once you get this process started. You'll be using the crit, and as you can see, the crit does some fairly good damage. After you kill the main claptrap boss unit, it'll drop some weapons for you. You can add those to your arsenal and then start working on your build. Alright, so now I'm back at Sanctuary after fighting the claptraps just now, and as you can see here, I received an email from one of the weapons manufacturers also, and that weapon is also Mayhem level 10, so this is just another way to get more and better Mayhem level 10 guns. Alright, so in summary, we talked about how to get you from normal gear through a normal campaign playthrough to Mayhem 10 gear, while skipping all the other Mayhem 10 levels and instantly getting you OP as you could possibly be. Because remember, you're only as good as the gear you have, and that's not just a philosophy for this game, that's a philosophy for life. So the key points that we went over was the first gun that you can get Mayhem 10 with absolutely no effort at all is just going to Moxie and tipping her. The next way that we talked about was farming through red chests scattered throughout Pandora and the rest of Borderlands 3. And then the third way was every 100 kills you get with a specific brand of gun, that manufacturer will send you another gun in the mail system, and it will be Mayhem 10 as well. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully this video was informative to you. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe, and Winks out.